Well, it's a big week. As you can imagine, the 3 games that we had lined up were going to be difficult games for us, and of course we come off the back of a disappointing result. But like Jordan said, that our confidence going into every game is high, and obviously our focus on this game against a very, very good team is to come here and put in a performance that can get us a result. So, of course, they're big games, but as I said, we really look forward to them, and as I said, we see them as an opportunity as opposed to any threat to what we're doing. So, we're still very much in the hunt to qualify from the group. It's still very much in our hands, and as I said, we'll go into the game tomorrow, as I said, respecting the opponent, knowing that we're probably arguably the best team in the world at the moment, but knowing that we've got some outstanding players and we can find the intensity and the speed to our game that we've played over the last 18 months, then as I said, we can challenge any team. No, I don't think so. I think he's a keeper that's shown over many years the outstanding qualities that he has, both for Real Madrid and for Spain. And even though he had a period in the last couple of years out of the team, I think he's shown his importance to the team, and obviously at this moment in time, Carlos sees him very much as the #1 goalkeeper. So, and he's keeping clean sheets, which is important. So, he's still very much the #1 goalkeeper here, and obviously a legendary figure here for Real Madrid and for Spain.
Talk about the match.
I think at this moment in time, Mario is working very hard, and like we asked of all our players, which is to do the very best. And I think at this moment in time, he is doing his best. Unfortunately, he obviously hasn't got the goals that he would have liked, and maybe we would have liked. But in terms of Mario coming in and adapting to what we're doing and working, that is what he's trying to do. And as I said, he just needs to keep focused on giving his best for the football club, and every time he's on the field, working hard for his teammates and for the club, and that's all we can ask. And I think we're also playing against the team, which is a very, very good team. I think Cristiano Ronaldo at this moment in time, like I said, is probably the best player in the world. He's been impressive now for a number of years, and at this moment in time he's playing with great confidence and enthusiasm. But he will tell you himself it's very much about their team. As I said, they work very hard. They come off a good victory at the weekend. They've got some outstanding players in Benzema and Isco and Toni Kroos and Modric and the other players. So I think at this moment it's very much a team effort from Real Madrid, but certainly he's the catalyst of that team, an outstanding player, and someone who you can clearly see loves his football. So let's hope he doesn't score too many more tomorrow, and we will work hard to get a good result. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's something that I'm still very much learning about the players that's come in. I think it's clear we haven't reached the speed in our game, the intensity of our game over the course of the season, maybe 1 or 2 moments, and that's something that I'm trying to find as the coach. It was last year we had the players, and then I could work the tactics around that and how we'd enter each game. But obviously this season it's been slightly different with more games and less training time, and having to work that out in the games. So but no, we will return to that intensity, that speed. The key for us is the pressure that we put on high up the field. That sparks off the intensity in our, not only as I said our pressing, but in our passing, and that's something that we're searching for as a team. And like you see at the weekend, we have plenty of the ball, plenty of control of the game, but that intensity, movement and pace maybe in the final third wasn't there. But we'll continue to look for that, and I've got every confidence in the players, how hard they work, and that it will come. But I think it's, as you say, it's a wonderful arena, one of the iconic football grounds in the world. The pitch will be perfect, it's a fast pitch, and as I said, when you come up against the best opponents, that's the challenge, and that's what makes you perform to your best. And obviously at this moment in time they're in a very, very good moment, and for us we see it as an opportunity. Like I say, we're still very much have the opportunity to qualify from the group. We're not certainly coming here as a team that's expecting to lose and then look at the other games as games to qualify. This is a game where like Jordan said earlier, we started very, very well in the game. We're aggressive in our pressing and passed the ball quickly. Gave away a goal maybe too early on in the game, and then from that they had the confidence and scored what we would consider to be 2 per goals. So the key, and even though we know it's tough, the key is to make sure as a team we're very compact, we're very disciplined tactically in our game. To close the spaces, to put the pressure in and around the dangerous areas of the field, and then when you have the ball, to create the problems yourself. And I think we showed in the previous game, even though the score was 3-0, that we still can have moments that we can hurt the opponent, and that'll be the idea tomorrow. I think, Paul, it's one where it will take time, unfortunately, purely because of the age and the adaptation coming into the country for these players. And like I said, it's expectancy, but I don't want to keep talking about giving players time. We all know in the modern game, as managing players, it is very, very hard to come by. You've got to go and really focus on performing. So at this moment in time, we're not at the level that we would want to be at. Many reasons for that, but we just have to forget about complaining and whining and moaning and just get on with trying our best to make the best of the situation that we have, which is we've got a group of players that are still moulding together, and I as a coach and a manager take the responsibility to find the best way of which for us to get the intensity back in our game, because that's clearly not been at the level that we would want, and that's both in our pressing and in our passing. And then when we do that, I think we're a very, very good team. Yeah, listen, we understood it was going to be an opportunity for us to get out of the group stage, but we didn't feel arrogant enough to think it was going to be easy. The Basel are a team that's an experienced team in the Champions League, and they've shown that over a few seasons that they're a good side. And obviously Ludogorets have probably surprised all the other teams in Europe by how well they have played, and even though we had a victory there, we knew they were a good team. And obviously against Real Madrid away, they put in a good performance. So but for us, we're very much focused on ourselves. We know it's in our hands to qualify out of the group, and that's still the objective, and it's still in our hands. So that's something that we look forward to hopefully achieving. Yeah, I think we mustn't forget the philosophy that has got us here this evening, working in the way that we have been. I think our defence in particular have come under for quite a bit of criticism, and obviously their organisation. But for me, it's a collective fee for the team. It's nowhere near as bad as what people will make out. We've conceded in the league 13 goals this season. Chelsea, who we've got a super squad, have conceded 10. Arsenal around about the same, Tottenham more. So we're a team that, of course, we want to be better. I think what's been the frustration has been defensively from us, has been the mistakes. I think that has more been those goals, the sloppy goals that we've given away, and that's something that we want to eradicate. There certainly hasn't been too many times whenever the team has been outdone. I think the goals that we concede are disappointing goals for us. And of course, when you have an attacking philosophy, you're going to be maybe susceptible to a little bit more in your defensive side, because you're not sat back with 9 players behind the ball every single game. You're looking to dominate the game, to control the game, to make the supporters as excited as what they were last season, and that's by winning games and playing creative attacking football. But of course, we have to eradicate the errors. We had a young defence last year that were working, and we've got more young players coming into the defence this year as well. So for us, like with Saturday's goal we gave away was a disappointing goal. We have to eradicate that if we're going to continue to develop and improve. And that's something that the players, myself, the coaching staff are very aware of. But whilst always retaining the attacking philosophy to work how we have done, and that's what's got us the success. There's absolutely no question we have the courage. This is a team and a group of players that's been so brave to take on the challenge I've asked them to in our journey over the last 2 and a bit years. The courage and the bravery that they've shown to play how we've played, to develop how we have. There's absolutely no question that we have that. Ludogorets are a very, very good team, and as I said, they, along with ourselves and Basel, probably realistically are fighting maybe to get through alongside Real Madrid. But as I said, we respect them because they're good players. But for us, we're very much focused on ourselves and qualifying from the group, and obviously tomorrow night presents a great opportunity for us to play against a very good team and hopefully get a good result.